Now, y'all know me. I come in, I'm confident. Thank you. We're going to see.
Yo, what it do, folks? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy. Got Sean in here, Mech in here. Twan might be joining us a little later. Sean, how you doing, brother?
Doing all right. Excited for this NFL Sunday, man, and get fantasy football started for the day.
Week 3 is underway, or it's about to be underway. You know what I'm saying? I feel like week 3 is a pivotal week. You know what I'm saying?
This is a big week.
0-2. They can't go 0-3. You know what I'm saying? You got some teams who I feel like there's some teams out there we still don't even really know like what they're about, what their identity is, if they're really good or if they're really like not good. You know what I'm saying? Like these 0-2 teams, some of them just got off to slow starts and they're going to get it together. Some of these 2-0 teams or 1-1 teams got off the good starts and are going to fall off. So this is
the Giants. The Giants. The Giants are fucking 2-0 right now. Like
the Giants are 2-0 and they seem so fluke. I don't know what's going on. They just played the right teams. You know, you got teams like the Jets and the Lions that are 1-1, which you know they're at 500. But let's see what that plays into. Let's go ahead and so real quick, if you're new here, if you haven't already, just subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing these NFL fantasy football videos all season long, so definitely subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It takes 2 seconds, and we're gonna be giving you that A1 fantasy football analysis while we're here. So just go ahead and do that real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the games for today. So first one we got is Eagles at Commanders. Eagles sitting at 2-0. Commanders sitting at 1-1. Eagles 6.5-point favorites. Over under is 47.5. What's going on? Oh, yeah. So, I mean, two pretty potent offenses this far in the season. You know what I'm saying? What are you thinking about this one?
I mean, I think the spread is crazy. So I'm taking the Commanders plus 6.5 in this one for sure. I think, you know, being real, you know, I'm a Commanders fan. I think the Eagles win this game. Not going to lie, but
you don't think they're 7-point favorite? Like, they don't think they're like that big of a favorite? Yeah.
Nah, I think it's going to be a better game than people think. I think the Commanders, you know, we got shattered on last week by Detroit. Couldn't stop their offense. Couldn't do nothing out there.
Didn't do shit.
I think this will be a better week. Getting to Jalen Hurts, maybe. We'll see.
What do you think about the Carson Wentz revenge factor? Do you think?
Yeah, I think that plays a big factor. I think Carson Wentz is going to come. He's going to bring his A game. He has the weapons out there, and Curtis Samuels, Terry McLaurin, and the rookie Jahan Dotson, Gibson in the backfield. So I feel like that's a pretty good offense. So I feel like Carson Wentz is going to do his thing today. That's one fantasy player I like in this game. I like all the Washington pass catchers. I think they can all be started today. And for the Eagles, of course, you like A.J. Brown, you like Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. I think this is a good fantasy day for all players involved. Of course, everyone can't go off, but these are guys you can start. Like, I'm not saying you start them all and they're going to produce on this.
Yeah, but if they don't go off, they don't go off. But the potential is there.
They're all worth a start.
The potential is there for sure. What's your pick for this one?
I mean, I got the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to Eagles as well. Twan, he sent his picks in. He has Eagles, but he did lock in bet-wise the Commanders plus the 6.5. So that's that one. Let's go to Texans Bears. This one doesn't seem intriguing at all to me. But what about you? So let me look at real quick. The 0-1 Texans, the 1-1 Bears. Bears 3-point favorites. Over under is 39. What do you see in this one? Like I said, this is uninteresting to me, but
but these are one of the games that become like a good game. You never know. The Texans. You never know with the Texans. You never know.
The Texans have been interesting thus far. Yeah. Through 2 games, the Texans have. I don't know what to think of them, dog.
Yeah, you don't know. Like the Texans, like they start off fast. You know, the offense look good, then they just like plummet in like the fourth quarter. So I feel like this. It could be a pretty good game. The fantasy players I like in this game for the Texans, I like Brandon Cooks in this one. Damian Pierce, the rookie, I'm not sure about him in this game, but I'm for sure starting Brandon Cooks for the Texans. He might be the only Texans I feel comfortable starting this week.
Yeah.
Like I said, Damian Pierce, like you can throw him in maybe like a flex. He's on the flex radar for this week. That's about it for the Texans. For the Bears, I don't like Justin Fields in this one. People might say the Texans, this could be Justin Fields' game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to see more from Justin Fields to be comfortable starting him. Unless you're in like a deeper 16-team league, I don't see Justin Fields as start him this week. Darnell Mooney, I like Mooney in this game. I feel like this could be a bounce back week for Darnell Mooney. I like David Montgomery. I feel like the Bears are going to come out running the football early and often in this one, so I like David Montgomery. Even though I'm playing David Montgomery in my fantasy league, I can't be biased. I like him in this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are the fantasy players I like in this game.
Yeah, I think
I like the spread -3 for the Bears, though. I like the spread. I would take the spread in this one.
All right. Real quick, Twan saying he don't got the link. Let me just send that to him real quick. But while I do that, the next game that we have is let me get your pick for this one.
I took the Texans in this one.
All right, bet.
Going with the underdog.
Yeah, I think I took the Bears in this one. Let me see. Yeah, I took the Bears in this one. You took the Texans. Twan took the Bears in this one.
Yeah, I knew y'all would take the Bears, so I was like, I got to.
That's why you had to go against the grain.
I was like, I got to go against the grain on this one, man.
I hear that. Fading the public on that one.
If I was betting, I like the Bears -3, but for the sake of,
Yeah.
Texans.
Oh, wait, we didn't even go over. So I wanted to go over the picks from last week real quick. Let me show.
Yeah.
Niggas did. Let me pull that up real quick. All right, so last week's picks, Sean went 7-8 on his picks. Twan went 9-6. I went 5-10. So that's that. Let's go.
Twan's up right now.
Twan's up right now. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see how that continues this week. This week he picked the Bears. Let's move on to Raiders, Titans. 0-2 Raiders at 0-2 Titans. Raiders -2. The over-under is 45.5. I know both of these teams did not want to be here. You know what I'm saying? At week 3.
I didn't think the Raiders would be 0-2.
I didn't think these teams would be, not the Raiders, definitely. The Titans, too. I didn't think they would be 0-2. Yeah. I thought they were a better team than that. And I think they still can be, but it just remains to be seen. But as far as fantasy-wise, what are you looking at in this game?
So the fantasy outlook, for the Raiders, everyone's been torching the Titans defense. So I like all the Raiders. I like Darren Waller. I like Devontae Adams to have a bounce back week. He had 12 yards last week. That's not going to happen this week. I see him having a big day today against the Titans. Hunter Renfrow, is he active? I'm not sure if Renfrow is active. Let me see real quick. I know he was out with a concussion.
He didn't finish last week?
Nah. Oh, no, he's out.
Okay. Yeah,
so
if you get a concussion, that's going to take you.
Yeah, Hunter Renfrow's out. So, big game for Darren Waller and Devontae Adams in this one. For the Titans, Derrick Henry. I feel like this is going to be a big game for Henry. I feel like the Titans are going to feed him in this one. I can see 30 carries for damn near 200 yards for Derrick Henry in this one. They're going to have a chance at winning. You know what I mean? So I see a big day for Derrick Henry for sure. Bounce back week for him.
Yeah, they definitely need Derrick Henry to come alive if they want any success this year. So,
but like I said last week, I'm not mentioning Treylon Burks or Robert Woods anymore till they do something. So it's the last time you're gonna hear those names. Just so you guys know, I know the players.
Last time was the last time, but this is the last time.
Yeah, I know the players on those teams. All right, you heard it here. I know those players. I'm just not gonna mention them until they do something. But I like Derrick Henry.
Big facts.
I like the Raiders to win this one.
Okay, big facts. Let's see. Real quick. All right, we're gonna get Tweez in here. Tweez.
Yo, live from the car.
Yeah, live from the whip, bro. First of all, be careful. Be careful. But while you're here, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about Raiders. We're just talking about Raiders Titans, bro. Anything you want to say about this one? You said what?
Huh?
Treylon Burks about the ball today, bro.
You think so? This is the day for Burks?
I think this is the breakout game right here.
All right. I mean, he's a good player. I just Tannehill.
He had the Bills last week. Hey, I'm driving through the back roads of West Bubba right now, so you know what I'm saying. I might be breaking up, but hey, look. At the same time, I heard you say Derrick Henry gonna have a big game. This is the 30 carry Derrick Henry game we're gonna see for sure.
Yeah. Might have 200. Bold prediction. Derrick Henry 200 yards.
Hey, I don't know if that's even bold, bro. He gonna get that thing.
All right, what's your Twan? What's your pick for this game?
Oh, the Raiders.
Raiders. Sean P. What's your pick?
I got the Raiders too.
I got Devontae finishes at wide receiver 1.
You got the Titans. That's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick.
I feel like the only thing about what'd you say, Twan?
This game is a toss-up.
Yeah, it is a toss-up. I mean, the Raiders are 2-point favorites. I think they're at 1. I think it was at -1. I think I saw at one point. I might be tripping on that, but either way, I feel like the Titans. Yeah, I just wanted to go against the grain a little bit on this one. I feel like the Raiders aren't anybody that it's like, you gotta like. I'm not confident that the Raiders can win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I'm just not confident in the Raiders. I'm not necessarily confident in the Titans either, but they're at home, so it's like
I got Treylon Burks, top 15 wideout this week. Rocky Sin is the corner that's gonna be in front of him. If you're in the deep league, I'm telling you. Hey, look, Robert Woods. I mean, he might get his too, but Treylon Burks is the big play guy over there. Watch. This is the week.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna see.
Like I said, Burks is a good player. It just Tannehill got to give him the ball.
Hasn't showed you. Yeah, he hasn't showed you that this year. That's why you've been frustrated with him. I hear that. All right. So next up, we're gonna go to Chiefs at Colts. The Chiefs are favored by 5.5. Over under is 51. Expecting a lot of points in this game, probably mostly coming from Kansas City. I don't know what's going on in Indianapolis. I don't know. You guys have any speculation or know, like if they can turn things around or if they can get it together? But what do y'all like fantasy wise? Go ahead, Twan.
I like fantasy wise. I like the Colts. I like Jonathan Taylor, of course, starting him all around the globe. Starting Michael Pittman's back. You know, they're getting their wideouts back. I think Matt Ryan gonna have a better showing than he did. They're gonna definitely have to throw to keep up with the Chiefs in this game. I like Matt Ryan as a low end QB1, high end QB2 based off the game script for the game. I took the over on this game actually too. So I like the over in this game.
So you think it's a lot of points gonna be scored? Because I mean, 51 is a lot. Well, it's like 26 per.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Ross right now. You already know. He was like, dog, the Chiefs in the dome. It's crazy, bro. You got Pat Mahomes, no wind, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care, bro. You might get him a Cole Hardman sighting today, but I think Juju bounces back. Juju ran a route like on like 90% of the snaps last week. It just wasn't going to him last week. So
yeah, they just weren't getting involved.
I like Juju. Clyde, I don't know. I mean, Clyde might have a good day because Shaquille Leonard is out again 3 weeks in a row. Colts defense is not like it was in 2021. You could drop them. Kelsey, anytime touchdown score for Kelsey's like -145. They definitely got him getting in the zone today.
Yeah.
I don't even know who plays safety for the Colts. I don't know who's open in the middle right now, but I need a big game from Kelsey. I think that Kelsey definitely gets in the zone today. He stopped the one last week, really disheartening. But I think Pat Mahomes throws for a good 3-4 TDs this week. I think that he has a good game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but outside of Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman, I don't see nobody on the Colts. I think the Chiefs might punt like twice in this game.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, unless they tighten it up, it's not really an answer for that offense right now. They look real good.
Yeah. So what's your go ahead, Sean, if you got something.
No, I was just gonna say I think this game is gonna be better than what people think. The spread's only at 5.5. I feel like it's gonna be a good game with the Colts.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a better game than people think. I feel like the Colts are gonna come out trying to play some defense last week. Like Tui said, they ain't had a wide receiver, so I feel like the offense is gonna be better this week. I like Matt Ryan. So yeah, we're gonna see. Like yeah, I was close to picking the Colts in this one, but I took the Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Matt Ryan, he's gonna
I'm telling you, I don't know. I got that feeling, dog. I got that feeling.
Yeah.
I got the feeling they're gonna lose today, man.
All right.
They gotta lose.
Let's get these picks in.
I think I
Your
like the
I
official
got the
pick.
Chiefs. I got
Your
the Chiefs.
official pick. Yeah, same. I think we all had Chiefs across the board, and I locked them in to win. But so I did bet on them, but I bet parlay Pat Mahomes throws 2 touchdowns and the Chiefs win. So let's do that, Pat.
That's money.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Let's get.
So you don't get stuff like that on my bookie, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, you got to put it. You probably got to put it together. You probably got to parlay it yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely there though.
You know what I'm saying? But okay, so let's go on to Bills Dolphins. 2-0 Bills at the 2-0 Dolphins. This one should be interesting, I think. You know what I'm saying? The spread is 4.5. Over under is 54. Dolphins coming off a crazy comeback win. Their offense is looking pretty. I mean, their offense, I feel like, it's like a tale of two Dallas offenses. I mean, Miami offenses. You know what I'm saying? Because before that fourth quarter last week, we kind of talked about this during the week. But before that fourth quarter, their offense looked decent. You know what I'm saying? They really turned it up when they needed to. This Bills offense has been looking crazy for 2 weeks straight. Sean was very adamant during this week that, like, at some point they got to regress and come back down to earth.
This is the week.
This is the week. So, let's hear it. Fantasy-wise, Sean, you can go ahead and take this one.
I mean, fantasy-wise, I like all players in this game. I feel like all players, like fantasy relevant players, are startable in this game. For the Bills, you got Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, Singletary. I wouldn't start him in this one. I feel like this is going to be like a running, they're going to be gunning. They're going to be throwing the football a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a lot of yards. Yeah, a lot of air yards in this one. So I wouldn't start Singletary in this one. For the Dolphins, of course, I love Jalen Waddle. I love Tyreek Hill. Raheem Mostert could be a little sleeper start this week, at flex play. I like Raheem Mostert. But yeah, this is going to be a high scoring affair. And I feel like this is the week Buffalo goes down to the Dolphins in Miami.
Buffalo
in Miami. I feel like I said, 10.7 for Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I feel like this, like what goes up must come down, man. You're not just going to keep fucking scoring touchdowns every week. Three last week, 1 the first week, like just crazy. That's just not going to happen. What goes up must come down. I feel like Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen and the Bills are going to come down a little bit today, and I like the Dolphins in this one.
Come on, you got anything? It's just everything opposite. Everything opposite of what Sean said.
Definitely. All right, on the Bills side of the ball, you definitely got to stay away from the Bills backfield right now. Until God forbid somebody goes down or the pecking order just changes and you see the Singletary from down the stretch last year, you can't trust nothing in the Bills backfield right now. I like Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis coming back. No Byron Jones out there. That's going to be huge. Xavier Howard's going to be matched up with Diggs for the majority of this game. I think Diggs does go over 10.7 though. Me and Sean, we definitely opposite on that because it's who Diggs has been doing it against. I mean, the Titans, he did what he's supposed to do against the Titans, but week 1 he did it against one of the corners, if not the best corner in the league. So, I don't think that the Allen and Diggs connection is going to stop. They can still ball and they can lose the game. So I definitely see something there. I don't like Dawson Knox, the tight end. I like Gesicki now that, if anybody doesn't know out there, the Bills defense will definitely regress because their safety's out for the season with a neck injury. Pro Bowler Micah Hyde is out for the season with a neck injury. Jordan Poyer is not playing in this game, the other safety. So they're going to have some young guys in the secondary. So they're definitely going to be throwing in this game. I had Tyreek Hill as a downgrade, but after Micah Hyde not back there in that 2 deep safety, I think Tyreek might go.
Damn, please breaking up a little bit.
Start him as a wide receiver 1 this week. I like him. That Alabama connection is definitely translating to the league. So, I think there's a lot of points going to be put up in this game. I don't think it's going to be much for the running backs. If I had to pick a running back from the Miami side, piggyback off what Sean said, I'll go Mostert based off of last week. If I had to keep up when they had to score points in the fourth quarter against the Ravens, it was Mostert in there, not Evans. So I definitely like Mostert as a sneaky flex play this week. But outside of that, my pick for this game is still the Bills, man. Until they show me otherwise, just like you said, Mac, that fourth quarter. Up until that fourth quarter, man, look a little shaky. Look like the cornerbacks for the Ravens standing around letting Tyreek do what he wanted to do. I didn't know where the breakdown was. I know a lot of people who bet that game was really upset. They probably was heading to the casino to pick up their bread, had to make a U-turn.
Had to turn around.
This one's over.
Let me get a jump. Let me get an early start on traffic.
They probably Bills and everything. Like, I mean, but at the same time, man, I think that the Bills hang on. I don't see a breakdown. I think it's gonna be a close one. So I'm gonna stay away from this game, but I like the Bills as a lock. I like the Bills as a lock personally, but I'm a gambler.
If you don't know by now, facts. I want to shout out to Gabe Davis real quick. Sean sent me the picture of his cleats with the office on there. So I think Gabe has a big day. He has a big day. I'm a big office fan. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's hey, when I'm doing my work, I'm watching The Office. You said what?
Right now, man.
Abbott Elementary night. Abbott Elementary is lit too.
Yeah, that's that shit.
But hey, it came from that office kind of like
that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's so funny, bro.
I love Abbott Elementary. Yeah, I love Abbott. Oh, so Twan gave his pick. Sean, what's your pick?
I got the Dolphins.
Got the Dolphins. I got the Bills.
Hey.
Me and Twan both locked those in bet wise. So yeah, we're gonna see how this one plays out. Twan, you missed the records from the last week's picks, but you went 9-6, so you finished with the best record. Sean went 7-8. I went 5-10. As far as the records go, I just hope this one hits because this has money on it for me. So Sean, I'm sorry, but you gotta lose this pick. All right, let's go to the next one. We got Lions.
You maybe switch up that Eagles, Joe. That's why.
Oh,
yeah, he's like different Jones. I was like,
yeah.
That's why.
That joint, because you're definitely in the lead right now with the pick'ems. So all right, let's go to Lions Vikings. The spread is Vikings -6, over under 52.5. Kirk Cousins coming off of a really bad week. Let's see how he bounces back this week. The Lions coming off a really good week offensively, a really good 2 weeks offensively. Yeah, what do you, Twan? Go ahead with this one as far as fantasy.
As far as fantasy, man, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown for the Lions is officially a wide receiver 1. I got nothing bad to say about that man anymore. If anybody's been following fantasy, they know that this guy is. We all thought it was fluke for the first 8 games.
People still think he's fluke going into week into year 2.
But that's wild, bro. I mean, he's been balling. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I get gas. Boy, that motherfucker light came on. Hey,
yeah, we heard it. We heard the little ding.
I know y'all heard the little ding. Like, boy, you been hitting it. But at the same time, I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. You starting him. You starting Swift. You can even start Jamal Williams if Swift is still in the snap count. He was still limited to practice this week. I don't like no other wide receivers for the Lions. I'm scared there. The Hawkinson game is coming. So if you got Hawkinson, stay patient. The targets are there. I think he has 7 in week 1 and week 2. So the targets is definitely coming. Definitely stick with Hawkinson. On the other side of the ball, I like Dalvin Cook. I like Jefferson. I like the Vikings offense to bounce back strong this week. I think that they went into practice this week. This is a must-win game for them. Even though they're 1-1, they got to get this division game and stay on top of the Packers because it's only a matter of time before the Packers get that together. So I definitely think that they're going to come out and they're going to have a good game. Adam Thielen could be like a deep league flex play. Ain't really seen too much from Thielen this year. Father Time might be catching up with him. Irv Smith, I would find something else for Irv Smith. I mean, he caught a touchdown last week. Sneaky play. He might be trending in the right direction, but still wait and see. But tight end so thin that I know people might have to start him. So definitely there. But my game pick is definitely going to be the Vikings at home. I'm not messing with that over under. I think it's going to be under. I actually locked in. I got the under in another bet, just like a little, a Hail Mary type bet. I got the under. I don't think it's going to be that many points scored. I think that the Vikings defense is going to shore it up from last week. They're not going to Jared Goff is no Jalen Hurts, so we're going to see.
I hear that.
I agree with everything over there except for the TJ Hawkinson thing. I think that guy is very, very overrated, and I just don't see it from him. I don't. Like ever since last season, his rookie year, it was like, oh, TJ Hawkinson. Nah, still haven't seen it. I got to see it first. I don't know.
All right, what's your pick for this one, Sean?
Oh, I'm taking the Vikings.
Vikings. I think Twan, you already gave your pick, right? Vikings. Yeah. Right. So we're unanimous on that one. Yeah, we're unanimous on that one. Let's move on to the Ravens versus Patriots. Ravens got to bounce back after that bad comeback or blown lead. Ravens -2.5 over under 44. This one seems pretty interesting to me. I feel like the -2.5 is a little low for the Ravens because, I mean, I don't know. What do y'all feel about this? Like, how do y'all feel about the Patriots right now? Because I'm not super high on the Patriots right now. I understand, you can't really ever bet against the Bill Belichick coach squad, but I'm just not really seeing anything spectacular out of them. And I feel like the Ravens, after what they did last week, they're really gonna, try to like go for the jugular on this one. Like if they have a lead, they're gonna do whatever they can to, run it up or keep their foot on the gas or whatever. So that 3-point spread is a little interesting to me. But what do y'all? I think Twan took the last one. Sean, what do you think about this one?
I mean, Bill Belichick, he always schemes well against Lamar Jackson. So I feel like he's going to come out with a game plan to try to stop Lamar. Like I said, try. I don't think they will. I feel like you said last week, the Ravens had a tough loss. I feel like they're going to come out firing on all cylinders. I like Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. I like Rashad Bateman in this one. We got my man J.K. Dobbins making his debut today.
Oh, word, yeah. Hey. Oh, that's big. That's big.
Yeah, that's big for the offense. Welcome back, J.K. Dobbins. I like a good game for J.K. coming back. I think he don't got him starting. Kenyon Drake is out.
I don't care. I need to see it. He put Mike Carter in there, man.
Kenyon Drake is out. You need to get that man. He's been practicing for 3 weeks.
That's enough. I'm playing roster fantasy. That's enough.
That's enough advice for him.
Yeah. I love J.K. Dobbins coming back. I feel like he has something to prove. He's gonna come out. I feel like he's gonna get the carries. Kenyon Drake is inactive in this one, so he's gonna be the guy. I feel like he's practicing full for the last 3 weeks. They just waiting. Like he's back. He's 100% as you can be coming off an ACL injury. Like what I mean.
Yeah, they're just trying to be precautious.
Exactly. So I like those guys in this one for the Patriots. Don't like any of their pass catchers for sure. Yeah. The tight ends, no. Receivers, no. Jacoby Myers is out. He's out. Jacoby Myers is out.
Twan, we can barely hear you. I don't know what's going on.
I don't like Damian Harris. I don't know why Ross is starting him over J.K. Dobbins. Stevenson, I don't like him. Mac Jones, I don't like him. I don't like any of the Patriots players. I don't feel like any. I mean, Damian Harris is the flex play this week. You can throw him in there at the flex, but other than that, I don't like any Patriots players in fantasy football this week.
I hear that. Let me get your game pick.
I got the Ravens.
Twan, let me get your game pick.
I think I picked the Ravens, but I'm scared.
You like the Pats a little bit?
Bro, if you look at week 1, I think the Dolphins scored 1 offensive touchdown.
Yeah, I think they won 20-7.
Week 2, they did what they were supposed to do. Who they played last week? Who y'all played last week? They played Pitt. Y'all played Pitt last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat Pitt at Pitt. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than what people
Pitt just lost to the Browns, man.
I know. Come on, nigga. Come on. You saying Pitt like Pitt? He said they beat Pitt in Pitt. Like, okay.
Okay. The Broncos don't suck, man. And like I'm saying, but
I mean, yeah, Bill Belichick, he schemes well. He schemes well for Lamar, but I feel like
the Ravens because the talent is much better than Bill Belichick's defense.
That's what I'm saying. It's a talent thing.
I think this is a toss-up for me.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, but I think I did the Ravens as well. So 3 Ravens on that one. Let's move on to Bengals Jets. Twan. Okay, so Bengals 0-2, Jets 1-1. Spread is Bengals -6, over under 45. Bengals at 0-2, man. Like they really need a W. I saw a stat that they're the first Super Bowl. They're the first team to reach the Super Bowl to go 0-2 since the 2015 Seahawks. And we know that team. I think that was the team that kind of like blew up, right?
Mhm.
Like blew up in a bad way. They like disintegrated.
Yep.
But so I don't know how it's looking for the Bengals right now. Like they're not looking really good. But Tweez, what do you like fantasy wise in this one?
All right, but be safe, fool. Fantasy wise, yeah, running errands and shit. Look at this.
Like shit. Like shit.
Listen to the crib now, man. I'm trying to get in front of this TV. At the same time, I like the whole Bengals offense. Definitely think that they bounced back this week. You know, the Jets were just in a high-scoring game. The Browns are doing what they wanted prior to the meltdown at the end. I like Joe Mixon in this game. I think Joe Mixon this is the Joe Mixon week. This is the week where you drafted Joe Mixon. I think they're gonna get him going. Jamar Chase, they definitely gonna get Chase going. Higgins scored a touchdown last week, coming off the concussion. I think that he's back to 100%. I like him. I'm trying to think I like Hayden Hurst as a sneaky play as a tight end. I like the Bengals offense as a whole. I think Burrow. I think this is a game where they scheme up Burrow to make him more comfortable, get him back to the form he was in last year. So I definitely like them. On the Jets side of the ball, I like Garrett Wilson, man. I tried to trade for Garrett Wilson this week. I got that thing shut down immediately. I tried to get him. I like Garrett Wilson, man. I think Garrett Wilson is starting to emerge as that top wide receiver in that offense. Haven't heard much about Elijah Moore. I would definitely leave him on the bench. The running backs, the backfield is similar to like it's Buffalo. That Buffalo backfield, Breece Hall and Michael Carter. It's a little tough there. So I mean, you could definitely start Michael Carter. I would start Michael Carter as a flex play if I was then, just because he's the lead back until I see more from Breece Hall. But I don't like much. I don't think Flacco's going to go out there and do what Flacco's been doing. My game pick for this game is definitely the Bengals.
Sean, what's your game pick for this one?
I got the Bengals.
Yeah, I took the Bengals as well. So unanimous decision on that one. All right, let's move on to the Saints and the Panthers. 1-1 Saints at the 0-2 Panthers. The spread is New Orleans -2.5, over under 41. Fantasy wise, Sean, what do you like in this one?
For the Saints, you got AK's active today. I like Alvin Kamara. I feel like they're going to have to utilize him in the pass game and in the run game today. I think he scores a touchdown. I like Alvin Kamara to score a touchdown. If you're a betting guy out there, put that in your
anytime
parlay. The anytime touchdown in your parlay. I like Michael Thomas as well in this one. Chris Olave, I like him. I feel like Jameis Winston had a week, another week to recover from his back injury. So I feel like he'll be better this week and he'll get them, involved in the pass game. For the Panthers, Taysom Hill for the Saints, he's a flex play. Oh, he's out?
Yes.
Oh, that's good for the guys that I just named.
That Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown is at +115. That's not bad at all. Plus money.
With Hill out,
Plus money.
Yeah. No, they're going to get AK involved today for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Rib injury or not, he's going to be involved in this game. If he wasn't good, he wouldn't be playing.
He wouldn't be playing, in fact.
For the Panthers, I don't like DJ Moore. He's going to see a lot of Marshawn Lattimore today. I feel like he's going to be locked up on that. And so I don't like DJ Moore. Christian McCaffrey. The Saints are tough against the run, and they haven't really got McCaffrey going in the pass game. So I feel like McCaffrey's a downgrade for. Did we? No, I had the Sims. I should have downgraded McCaffrey at running back. I think he's a downgrade this week going against a good Saints defense. Unless they can get him involved in the pass game, I don't really see much from McCaffrey this game. But I feel like they're going to try to get him involved in the pass game more, just because they have to. If they want to try to win the game, they're going to have to get him involved. So, Robbie Anderson, I think he's a sneaky flex play with Lattimore. With DJ Moore, with Lattimore and DJ Moore, I feel like Robbie Anderson can get open for a long touchdown in this game. He's a deep league flex play. But other than that, I don't like anyone from the Panthers except for you got to start McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson, deep flex.
All right, what's your game pick for this one?
I got the Saints.
Twan, what's your game pick for this one?
Saints lock, especially with.
Now, I like that lock. I like that.
Yeah, I got the Saints as well. Yeah, I got the Saints as well.
Hold on, real quick. Stay on this game real quick. You don't like DJ Moore at all, bro? Is the number one wide out on the team?
I don't like DJ Moore. I mean, I like Lattimore as a corner, man. I mean, you're starting DJ Moore. Yes, you're starting DJ Moore, but temper your expectations there. That's it.
Lattimore's what we call it for sure. For sure. All right, man. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff, so we're gonna try to run through these as quickly as possible. We got up next Jags at Chargers. The spread is -3.5. Over under is 42.5. Twan, go ahead and take this one.
Oh man, so this a lot of stuff is about to change, guys. I don't like much of anything on the Chargers side. Sorry, I mean Keenan's out. Keenan's out. Austin Eckler is not looking like Austin Eckler from last year.
That's a fact.
Kelly in there.
That's a fact.
I've been seeing Kelly in there. You know, like I'm scared. I mean, you're definitely starting Eckler. Like you drafted him at number 3, possibly. So you're definitely starting Eckler. But with no Herbert, is Herbert in or out? I mean, it's a 4 o'clock game, so we're not gonna know until a little later.
I think he expected to play though. He game time decision. We're gonna see.
At the same time, you gotta think about like, hey, that rib injury, man, is huge. I'm happy that AK sat out last week to give him 1 week to recover, but he plays quarterback, so he don't get hit as much as a running back. But at the same time, if Herbert doesn't, I'm thinking that Herbert's not about to play. I'm thinking that because he didn't practice on Friday at all. He didn't throw on Friday, which is alarming. That's the Chargers side of the ball. As far as the Jaguars side of the ball, if Herbert does play, game script they're gonna have to throw. Trevor Lawrence has looked decent this year. He looked decent against Washington. It looked like a QB1 last week against that brittle Colts defense, which I think that everybody should be starting everybody against them. But at the same time, this Chargers defense is not living up to expectations of what we thought they was going to do this year. So I like Christian Kirk. I love James Robinson, man. James Robinson is solid. I like James Robinson, man. James Robinson is looking like, hey, I feel like he was written off. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't right back. Is that what my man Geno Smith said?
Does it is?
I ain't right back.
I was written off, but I ain't right back. So you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like James Robinson, man. I like James Robinson as a pass catcher in this game. Christian Kirk, I definitely like Christian Kirk, the guy who started the whole wide receiver madness. He's living up to it right now through 2 games. Evan Ingram is a sneaky player tight end. A lot of people forgetting about Evan Ingram. So I like Evan too. But game pick for this game, I think I might have went.
You went with Jaguars.
You did win Jaguars.
Yeah, I went Jaguars for this game.
Yeah,
I went Chargers in this one. I went Chargers.
They blitz heavy. It's gonna be a closer game than people think. Sure.
Not for sure.
Yeah. Now you definitely brought up some good points because when I saw your pick, I was like, either he's just trying to go against the grain just for like shit's sake, or he's going to like really come through with some points for why he feels this way. But you know, I'm not even trying to slouch on the Jaguars. They've definitely been playing thus far this year, and the Chargers have looked regular based like compared to what we thought they were going to do. You know what I'm saying? We thought they were going to be like a Bills type of offense. You know what I'm saying? Like just high powered and all that type of stuff. But
Chargers been underachieving for like the last 10 years since Phillip Rivers, man.
It's like underachieving based off of expectations. But and then the Justin Herbert thing is huge as well. So it could be a toss. It could end up being a toss up. But let's move on to Rams Cardinals. 1-1 Rams at the 1-1 Cardinals. The spread is Los Angeles -3.5. Over under is 48.5. Sean, you could take this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off saying I like the over in this game. I think it's gonna be a lot of points scored in this one, a lot of offense to be played with these two teams. As far as fantasy wise for the Rams, of course, love Cooper Kupp. That guy is the mastermind of getting open. It's like every time he catches a pass, he's wide open. I'm like, where's the corner? Like, are they just playing zone? But no, he eats them up at the line of scrimmage. I like Cooper Kupp in this one. Allen Robinson, I like Allen Robinson. That Rams backfield still tricky. I don't know who the guy is, if it's Cam Akers or Darrell Henderson. So I'm staying away from that at all costs right now. You got to see who takes over the job with that. For the Cardinals, I mean, I like Matthew Stafford in this one also. For the Cardinals, I like Kyler Murray. I think he's going to have a big game. They could be playing from behind, or it could just be a good game the whole time. I'm not sure, but I think a lot of points are going to be scored. Like Kyler Murray to score a rushing touchdown in this one. So if you're out there, you're a bad man. Anytime touchdown with Kyler Murray, I like it in this one. Marquise Brown. I like Marquise Brown to catch one deep. Jalen Ramsey, he doesn't really travel. He plays one side of the field. So I feel like, they're going to scheme Marquise Brown open in this one. I see a long touchdown for him. I don't like any other pass catchers for Arizona. Is James Conner playing in this one?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Conner's playing. Wouldn't start Conner. I don't like what I see out of there. So, the two players I like for the Cardinals are Kyler Murray and Marquise Brown. I feel like they're going to connect on a long touchdown this game. I feel like this is the bounce back week for Marquise Brown for sure.
James Conner right now is listed as questionable.
Yeah, they got a 4:00 game, so we won't know for a couple hours.
Scary as shit, though, 4:00 games, man. You're playing fantasy.
Yeah, I gotta know now. That's in my lineup, coach. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But all right, game picks for this one.
Taking the Rams. I'm taking the Rams in a good game.
Oh, you did the Rams offense? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Tweez, game pick.
What you think about Allen Robinson, bro?
No, I like A-Rob. That's how I like Allen Robinson. I like Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
Yeah, I think didn't you have Allen Robinson?
Oh, Tyler Higbee. I love Tyler Higbee in this one. Love Tyler Higbee in this game.
I feel like you had Allen Robinson as a stardom this week, right? Or not?
Nah, not this week. I think that was Tweez last week, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. So we all got the Rams for this one.
Yeah, we all got
Let's move on to.
oh no, I do got Allen Robinson as a starter. Start Allen Robinson.
Yeah. Because I remember you were saying like Cooper Kupp. There was some kind of clip about like they can't just keep going to Cooper. Like they got to get Allen Robinson.
Got to get Allen Robinson involved for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's move on to Falcons Seahawks. This is kind of like the Bears. I look at this and I'm like, it's kind of like the fucking
it's like
Bears Texans game. Yeah.
Toilet bowl, bro.
Yeah. Is there anything worth mentioning in this one?
I mean, it's a couple of guys.
Drake London.
Go ahead.
Drake, Cordell Patterson. We're gonna see what Kyle Pitts do, man. It's week 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so look, Kyle Pitts. Hey, look, bro. round 4, round 5, draft capital. But we're getting to the point of the season. We're getting into the point of the season to where when you're trading players, I don't give a fuck where he was drafted. Like I don't care if it's your first pick or whatever. Like that you can't say, oh, I drafted him in the 3rd when I'm trying to send you a trade. Like he's not doing anything.
Production. Is he producing?
Yeah, he's not producing like a 3rd.
Or not. So I mean, hey, I hope they get him involved. The coach said we're not playing fantasy football; we're trying to win. So at the same time, I hope
maybe they just take the fantasy football approach because they're not winning either.
He's too big of a goal. He's too big of a talent to not get going. I like Kyle Pitts. I love Drake London. Drake London's off to a great start in his rookie career. Sean, kudos to you, man. You was big on him ever since he was at SC coming out. You wanted to watch him get him bad, but couldn't. So I would definitely think that. Y'all hear me, man? I got like 1 bar.
We can hear you.
Anybody
You chopping a little bit, but we can hear you.
I'm on 200, so but at the same time, I definitely like I like Drake. I like Drake London for sure. You definitely start him. Mariota's favorite target. Mariota's a sneaky play also. He might run one in. As far as the Seahawks side of the ball, you definitely you could probably start their wideouts today. I think they playing a weaker defense. AJ Terrell and Casey Hayward. They're not looking like we thought they was going to be week 1. I know the Falcons got like blown about that return on investment. So, in regards to the pass catches, I think Tyler Lockett gets it going this week. I think he catches a long one. I would stay away from the running backs. I don't like Rashad Penny or Kenneth Walker. I don't like the Seahawks offensive line. That's why I don't like neither of the running backs. I don't like Geno Smith as a quarterback. No other pass catches outside. You only start DK and Tyler Lockett as a flex play for sure. My game pick for this game is, I believe I picked the Falcons for this game.
Sean, you got.
I think I picked the Falcons as well.
So nobody goes big. Nah, Twan, you picked the Seahawks. Yeah.
Oh wow. Probably because they at home. I mean, it's a toss-up too, but
Yeah, it is a toss-up. I didn't necessarily know what to do here.
It's tough to play there, but I like
Nor did I care.
It was like I'll just throw it in there.
I'll take this one. You know what I'm saying?
PP, you need this win right here. This would be
I do.
The separator. This is the separator. All right. Let's go 49ers Broncos. I think this is going to be an interesting game, actually. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Each team is sitting at 1-1. The spread is San Fran favored by 1.5 points. Over under is 54.5, which is kind of high. Who wants to take this one? Because Twan has had a couple of the toilet bowl games. Twan is gone. Oh no, there he is. Take this one. Now you should kind of blacked out for a second, but you had a couple of the toilet bowl games. So if you want this one, you can.
My shit again. I want to make sure I'm on my game picks is right.
Oh. You wanted to double check if I put the wrong one? I hear that.
You want to take a good game too? You can take this one.
I don't really think this is gonna be that good of a game. 54.5. I'm like, dog.
That's high. That's high for those two offenses. That's high.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm like. What do they think is gonna happen here?
It's Bradley Chubb and Patrick Surtain is not out there.
Patrick Surtain is questionable this week too.
Warner and Bosa out. Like what? I mean, but at the same time, from a fantasy standpoint, I like Brandon Ayuk as the wide receiver one for the 49ers. A lot of people say Debo's the wide receiver one. Debo is the RB1. And Elijah Mitchell is there. He's actually hurt. So
yeah.
Is he playing this week? It's Jeff Wilson. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Elijah out for at least 4.
Yeah, I like Jeff Wilson. Because apparently the Broncos ranked 31st and running. So I mean, who knows? I have Jeff Wilson as a sit-em. So I had him as a sit-em because they just signed Marlon Mack to the active roster. So you never know. And then as far as pass catchers, Brandon Ayuk, if you got a deep league, you heard that the wide receiver position. I like him with Jimmy Garoppolo in there. I didn't like him too much with Trey Lance, but towards the end of the last year, Brandon Ayuk finished as like wide receiver 26 down the stretch. He was definitely a top 25 wide receiver, I believe. So don't quote me on the 26. But I like Brandon Ayuk to catch a long one this game. Debo is Debo. You drafted him in the low end. I'm in the high second, mid to low second. Drafted him, so you definitely started him. I like Debo across the board. As far as the Broncos pass catchers, I like Cortland Sutton, man. I mean, I love Jerry Jeudy to start the year, but at the same time, Jerry Jeudy's a little banged up, so I like Cortland Sutton in this game. Russ hasn't really shown me much. I don't like Russ too much, and my game pick for this game though is the 49ers, especially at home. I like the 49ers. I mean, no, on the road. I like the 49ers on the road.
Sean, what's your game pick?
I got the Niners.
Yeah, I got the Broncos. I think I like the Broncos.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, I like the Broncos at home. I like Russell Wilson. I saw something earlier in the week. I need to start like actually screenshotting these stats that I be seeing because I always just like I remember this. I remember this. But I definitely saw something that was like, Russell Wilson usually does well against the 49ers. So let's see if he can continue that. But next game, let's go to probably what I think is the game of the week. Might be unofficially, but the Packers at the Buccaneers. The spread is Tampa Bay minus 1.5. Over under is 42. Yeah, a lot of interesting things going on in this game. As far as the quarterbacks, Tom Brady and Rodgers, they got similar stats right now. I think they both got just a little under 400 yards a little over 400 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Sean, what do you like?
This is a real tricky game.
I gotta hear this, bro.
This is a real tricky game, man. The Packers got a lot of injuries. The Bucs got a lot of injuries. Yeah. Sammy Watkins is on IR.
Oh, you think he's getting that 3 touchdowns, huh?
Christian Watson. He's questionable, might not play. Randall Cobb was questionable. I think he's suspected to play.
Sammy Watkins is out, bro.
Sammy Watkins is on IR.
Sammy Watkins on IR. Yeah, he's on
IR.
Yeah,
out of there.
Randall Cobb questionable. Christian Watson questionable.
Damn, who's playing receiver today? AJ Dillon. They're gonna line him up,
and Aaron Jones.
I
mean, Randall Cobb's expected to play, so he should be out there. The Dobbs, the rookie, should be out there. I don't know, man. This is a tricky one. It's gonna be tough for both teams. Yeah, Romeo Dobbs. I feel like it's gonna be. This could be a defensive game, but you have two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, so you don't know. That's why I said it's tricky. You never know what those guys what they're gonna come out and do. Like I said earlier in the week on our Wednesday show, Aaron Rodgers is gonna have 3 touchdowns. I'm sticking by that. So you start Aaron Rodgers. Don't bench him. You're gonna be mad if you bench Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, please keep your phone sideways. It was fitting into the window. Keep that joint sideways.
You're gonna be mad if you bench Aaron Rodgers, man. Start Aaron Rodgers. Start Tom Brady. These guys are going against each other. They got a lot to prove right now. I don't care who's playing receiver out there for them. They're going to catch the football for these guys today. I feel like it's going to be over 42. Take the over in this one. Take the over.
A lot of offense in this one.
Not a lot of offense, but more than people think is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? For the Bucks,
I can see both quarterbacks throwing 3 touchdowns. I can see that.
Watch. For the Bucks,
they're both
you got Mike Evans, who's suspended for this one. Julio Jones, game time decision. Chris Godwin.
Oh wait, Evans got suspended and Lattimore didn't.
Nah, yeah, because he like pushed him.
He went and chucked him. Yeah.
So, like I said, Julio game time decision. Mike Evans out. Chris Godwin out. So I don't know who's going to be catching the ball for the Buccaneers, but somebody's going to be out there catching the football. They got Rashad Perriman. He's questionable. Russell Gage questionable. So it's going to be the Leonard Fournette show out there for the Buccaneers. He's going to be catching passes. He's going to be running the football. I feel like they're going to rely on Leonard Fournette a lot in this one. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a tricky one, man.
Yeah.
You can stay away from this game, or you can just trust two of the greatest quarterbacks that ever played the game. It's whatever you think.
Yeah. Twan, you want to add anything to this one?
I like the Bucks last night. I like the Bucks even more today.
They don't have no pass catchers either. What are you talking about?
Bruh, they playing arguably the best defense in the league today.
They are.
I don't understand how you, from a fantasy standpoint, you can't bench the Buccaneers defense today. Not in this game, bro. Aaron Rodgers, bro. Oh my God, I feel so bad for me saying that shit earlier in the year, but at the same time, I like the Bucks in this game because I'm trying to fly through these picks too.
Yeah, I got the Packers. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, I think I took the Bucks.
Give me the Pack.
Took the Bucks. Twan locked in the Bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Bucks locked.
You want to tell that? Go ahead and tell that.
Wait, 425, man.
And hey, and I'm sure even the money line is probably at a good price because the spread is only 1.5.
It's like 115 or something. I'm definitely thinking it's gonna be a close game, but I like the Bucks, bro.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the last game on the slate, the Monday night game. Cowboys at Giants. 1-1 Cowboys, 2-0 Giants. The Giants are favored by 1 point, so it's basically a pick 'em at this point. Over under is 39, so not much offense expected. What do y'all think about this one?
I like the Giants. I like the way the Giants playing. They're playing at home. They're playing solid. They're playing deep. Their games are low scoring. They grind it out. I like Saquon Barkley from a fantasy standpoint. I like no Giants pass. I like nothing else outside of Saquon Barkley on the Giants side of the ball. I don't know who's catching passes for the Giants. I mean, Sterling Shepard, yeah, but at the same time, Kenny Golladay is about to get cut.
Yeah,
Kadarius Toney is not to be found.
I don't know
not involved. He's not even on the field.
Yeah, no one. He said he's giving the team the best chance to win, and it doesn't involve those two guys. So hey, it is what it is. The next thing, on the Dallas side of the ball, you know, Zeke is Zeke. You know what I said, man. Turn the film on, bro. You're gonna see what it is. I like Pollard. I like Pollard on that side of the ball. I don't like Cooper Rush. You got to start CeeDee Lamb. There's no way you're not starting CeeDee. If anybody makes a play as a wideout for Dallas, it's going to be CeeDee. So I would definitely.
I think Gallup back this week. I think Gallup's back this week.
I like CD, so I'm stay there. I'll give CD. I mean, look, it's only because like the Giants corners, they got the Giants got they got Adoree Jackson out there. I don't know who the other guy is, but I didn't know Bradbury plays for the Eagles. That's another thing. I was kind of shaking about. But yeah, I like Adoree Jackson to be on CD, but I think that he's not going to be following him the entire game. Gallup has to get his footing. Gallup has to get back in the game mode. But I like CD, and that's the only thing I like on the Dallas offense. Pollard and CD this week. My game pick for this game is definitely the Giants at home.
Sean, what's your game pick?
Give me the Giants.
Yeah, I took the Cowboys. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm just not sold on the Giants. You know what I'm saying? All the points that you made, Swan, I'm listening to them like, okay, yeah, that's valid, but I'm just not sold on the Giants. I'm not saying I'm sold on the Cowboys either, but this is kind of like I think the Cowboys can I guess like sneak one out of this one. You know what I'm saying? Like I do not like anything about Daniel Jones as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Saquon's been killing, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Dallas offensively has more, so that's why I went there. And before we go on and get out of here, it's 1:00. The games are starting, but to keep consistent with what we did last week with the Jeopardy, I got another fantasy Jeopardy question for y'all. I'm ask the question. I'm gonna put 30 seconds up for y'all to get the answer. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
All right, let's get it right now. Just for point's sake. Sean is sitting at 100 points. Twan is sitting at 0 points. So here we go with this week's question. This week's fantasy Jeopardy question is: in 2019, Lamar Jackson became the second player in NFL history to be named as the unanimous MVP. Who was the first?
Oh shit!
Got 30 seconds on the clock.
You gotta type it in the chat.
Type it in the chat. Yeah.
Other unanimous.
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to chat. Oh.
I don't know.
But wait, hold on. I'll clear this up.
Y'all got your answers?
I knew who you meant, man.
Okay.
We got 2 wrong answers. Sean said Peyton Manning.
I was gonna go Peyton too.
Please, Daniel Tomlinson. The answer.
Oh, Brady. What the fuck? I was like Peyton Manning. Not Tom, but damn.
All right. So neither of y'all got points for this week. So Sean's still sitting at 100.
Something happened.
He said Derrick Henry. All right. So Sean's still sitting at 100. Yeah, that's that. Let's get into these games. They're already underway. Fellas, have a good day. Everybody, good luck on your contest. If you're still here, follow the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on our social medias. The Fantasy SJT on Twitter and TikTok, and the Fantasy with SJT on Instagram. Other than that, we'll see y'all next week. Everybody have a good fantasy week or a good fantasy weekend. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Good luck out there.
All right, boys.
Now, y'all know me. I come in. I'm confident. Thank you. We're going to